What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my kitchen. If there's one thing on this channel I get a request for more often than not that I have trouble obliging, it's that I need to do more seafood recipes, man. Admittedly, when it comes to fish, things with shells, beluga whales, I'm not the biggest fan. I mean, maybe that's just a lack of culture. Maybe my beard's a little too red for that, I'm not sure. But if there's one food that tempts my palate, gets me in the mood for some shenanigans, it's crab cakes. You ever had one? Comment below if you've had a crab cake. If you've had a good one, then you know what I'm talking about. You bite into that thing and all your problems go away. It's like taking MDMA without 3 days of depression afterwards. It's good stuff. But unfortunately, as with most foods that taste amazing, it's not doing any good for your diet. There's not enough protein, too much fat. It's not keeping you lean and mean. But today, ladies and gentlemen, don't you worry, because we're gonna change that. In today's video, we'll be making anabolic crab cakes. Oh baby, this is everything you love about a crab cake, except it's not gonna make your waistline expand to the size of the equator. If you recently bought some new jeans and you don't want the crab cakes you're about to consume to bust that button off and hit the waiter in the eye and start a lawsuit, then look no further than this video, because I'm telling you, it just might change your life. And if you actually want to have fun with your diet, you don't want to give up the foods you love, you just want to make the better versions of them, then don't forget, you can get my cookbook, first link in the description box. The RGF Anabolic Cookbook, baby. All the dietary secrets and hacks you could ever need are in here. If you follow us in this, I guarantee you're going to see results, plus you get it one time, get every future recipe I have for free. That's a heck of a deal. All right, baby, if you guys are ready to get your epic video underway, then as always, man, I'm here to do it for you. Let's do it! Yeah!
You're only gonna see me where I'm paid to be. I'm only watching TV if I'm watching me. Got it out the mud, now my Jordan's clean. Diamonds on me dancing, let them drip on me. Bring a couple bottles, put it all on me.
All right, ladies and gents, let's get down to business. First thing we need is some crab meat. We're gonna need about 2 cans of it. Each of these are about 6 ounces. I'm going with Ocean Prince brand because I'm a big fan of royalty. Something about a family controlling a vast mountain of wealth built off the suffering and hardships of the general population has always sat right with me. And much like an infected cyst, we're gonna need to drain this out. So we're gonna take a can opener, we're gonna open each can, but we're gonna leave the lid sitting right there. Now here's what we're gonna do. Take your can, see how we got that lid in there? We're gonna flip her upside down and then press in on that lid and get as much water out of this as we can. If we don't drain it well enough, it's gonna be hard to form up. So just press it like you do your girlfriend after she comes home 30 minutes late. And then once we got the meat drained, I'm gonna remove the lid, use a spoon, and put both cans down in a large mixing bowl. Just make sure you take that paper out. It's not a part of the recipe. And at this point, the rest of this recipe is easy as cake. We need to put some stuff in here that's gonna help us bind these cakes together. So we start with 30 grams of light Miracle Whip. Now we're just gonna add in 1 large egg. It's gonna also help everything in here bind together while still adding some protein and healthy fat. And then in order to give this that crunchy crab cake texture, we need to use some breadcrumbs, but not regular. We need panko. We're gonna weigh out 28 grams right in our bowl. This is gonna soak up some of that moisture and really make these turn out great. And next up, these wouldn't be crab cakes without some green onions. We're gonna weigh out 5 grams, add them right down in here. It's gonna add a lot of flavor, not many calories, and it's gonna keep those comments at bay that tell me I don't eat enough greens. And now for the final ingredient, we're just gonna need a little seasoning. Personally, for me, I prefer a Cajun seasoning with these, but you can use whatever seafood seasoning you like. Some people like Old Bay, some people want a New Bay. But for me personally, this is gonna work great. I like to use one with a little less salt, not for health reasons, just because it makes me hold a little less water, but in the grand scheme of things, salt really doesn't matter that much. And now that we got all of our ingredients down here, all we gotta do is go in and stir everything together until it's all fully combined. Make sure that egg gets spread out, that mayo gets spread out, really get in here and work it. And once we got everything mixed up, it should look like this. Now, all I'm gonna do is grab about 1/3 of my mixture, go in by hand, and form it up into the shape of a crab cake. You can really look at this in the same way when you're like pattying hamburgers, about the exact same concept. And what I really like to do is go in and make sure they are all very similar in size. That way they all cook evenly. You don't gotta cook any one for longer, do anything goofy like that. Sooner they're all done, the sooner we get to feasting. And boom, that looks perfect to me. Now, what I'm gonna do is take my air fryer basket, hit it with nonstick spray, then I'll just sit my crab cakes right down inside. This is exactly why I love the air fryer. You can do so many recipes in this thing, super easy cleanup, gives things the feel like they were deep fried without all those calories, man. Just you wait, this is phenomenal. And now once they're in here, all I'm gonna do is just toss my basket down in the air fryer, hit the top of the cakes with a light coating of nonstick, and then finally we just wanna air fry these on 400 degrees for about 12 to 14 minutes. You can even go a little longer if you want to be super crispy on the outside. But really, either way you do it, these are gonna be delicious. Let's go. And boom, after a little time in the air fryer, our anabolic crab cakes are done. Let me just show you how this turns out. You get the crispy outside, just like it was deep fried. You got the panko breadcrumbs in there, hardened up. But if you go ahead and you break this thing open, got that soft crab meat in there mixed with the mayo and the egg. It literally turns out perfect. Not only did we just make one of seafood's most popular appetizers in a super short amount of time, we literally have a version that will fit right into our diets without sacrificing flavor. I'm literally starving, so I'm gonna get to trying these ASAP. In the meantime, if you enjoy the video, smash that thumbs up button. Comment down below what you wanna see me make. This was actually a suggestion I got from the comments. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. We got tons of great recipe videos coming. And now, let's give these things a shot. And it's showtime. Before I dive into these though, if you were holding out and you still have not tried the best protein bar on the market, the Anabar, then I hate to say it, but you're missing out on one of the best things in life. This is the best tasting protein bar you've ever had, hands down. 21 grams of protein, loaded with flavor. It's not chalky, it's not chewy. It's just delicious. That's what it is. So don't sleep on it. FinalBossFormance.com. Code RGF10 will save you 10%. You're gonna love it. Get down there, try it out. And if you have had one, comment below. Let me know what your favorite flavor is, because right now, currently, this is my go-to, although we got a few flavors dropping over the next few months that y'all are gonna love. So stay tuned, man. We got big things coming. All right, let's get down to business. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this one. I've already split open. Bada bing, bada boom. Got that crispy outside, soft center. You already know what it is. 3, 2, 1, let go. I'll be a monkey's uncle. Ladies and gentlemen, this is incredible. You got the crispy outside, you got the soft middle, you got all the spices, the way everything mixed together. It's moist on the inside. It just knocks it out of the park, man. I don't even know what else to say. For someone that's not a fan of fish, and one of the only things I ever dabble in is crab cakes, this is a must try, hands down, man. Even if you've never had a crab cake, this is something you gotta put on your bucket list. This literally tastes like John Jones' UFC career without all the run-ins with the law or the domestic battery. The only thing that I'm missing right now is a thing of tartar sauce sitting right here. But as far as I know, there's not a healthy version of tartar sauce. It's probably the worst sauces you can have. So luckily, these crab cakes have enough flavor that you don't even need a sauce. Now all 3 of these crab cakes, all 3 of them, what you have for the entire recipe is only 8 grams of fat, 37 grams of protein, 27 grams of carbs, 1 gram of fiber, 328 calories. That is right around 100 calories per crab cake, little over 12 grams of protein per, man. That's phenomenal. We were able to keep that fat low. We can make this super easily, replicate the overall restaurant experience right in our kitchen, man. I always say this whole dieting thing, eating the foods you love, yada, yada, it's not inherently complicated. You just gotta do what I just did. Get in the kitchen, measure some things out, follow my videos, use my cookbook, hit your daily calorie goal, and those results are gonna come no matter what, and the entire time you've actually been enjoying it. That's the secret to life, folks, right there. When it doesn't feel like a diet, when it doesn't taste like a diet, when it doesn't smell like a diet, then how can you even call it a diet? You know what I mean? And I will tell you, crab meat in general, I don't know if it's the amount of water that it holds or what's going on with it, but there's so much volume in it. Literally, these were 3 massive crab cakes. I am just about stuffed, and there's only been 300 calories. That's another secret to the anabolic diet. The high protein foods, the ones that are filling you up, instead of eating like 20 Rice Krispie treats and you're still hungry, this is the move right here, man. This is the move. And ladies and gentlemen, we are down to the final bite. Let's go. That was a grade A, 10 out of 10 delicacy. If you've never had a crab cake or you've had one, but you're now on a diet, you need to try this regardless of your status. It's incredible. This is easy. If you don't got an air fryer, you can literally put them in the oven, make them on a skillet. It's really not that complicated, but you do gotta try it. You do gotta tag me on Instagram and let me know what you think. And you already know if you got the cookbook, it's been updated, so this is now in there along with all my other recipes, man. Take control of your diet. If what you've done in the past hasn't been working, you've been having trouble, you've been yo-yoing constantly, it's because you don't enjoy what you're doing. It's not something you can do long term. This right here, this book, you can do that long term, baby. Link in description. I guarantee if you follow us in here, it's gonna happen. You're gonna feel good. You're gonna see results. It's gonna happen. Mark my words. I wanna thank you guys for watching the channel. Thumbs up button, you already know. Comment down below for the algae. Hit that subscription button if you're not subscribed. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see every one of you at the next video. See you guys. Bam, bam, bam. We out of here, son. We out of here, son.